In Perth, Western Australia, veteran trucker Steve Graham is racing to assemble his road train before nightfall.
I'm going to hook onto this trailer now. That's part of the load, the steel, the structural steel that we're taking across.
Steve's due to leave on an urgent long-haul delivery.
Plan is to go from here to Alice Springs, about 2,700 kilometres away we go. Yeah, they're still forecasting rain for the western desert areas, and I can see cloud build-up up there already. My biggest worry is that central road is so good at the moment that the shires are going to be desperate to protect it, and they'll close it. They'll close it at the first drop of rain because they've spent so much money and time and machinery on that road this year. And if they shut the road, then it becomes a huge issue. I'll be bugging.
After 500 kilometres, Steve pulls over for a routine inspection of his load.
I can smell diff oil. God, fuck me. I absolutely don't believe it. I can smell diff oil, I can see diff oil, I've got a wheel seal gone. There's a line of oil spraying up on the bottom of the mudguard there. A wheel seal gone and this brand new diff.
Blowing a seal on a drive wheel is a serious problem.
I'm gonna have to get to Mount Magnet, get a mechanic, get this hub off and get this sorted.
It's a major blow to Steve's return to the road.
There I was worried about rain, now I've got to worry about mechanical problems. I just don't believe this sometimes.
He's racing 200 kilometres to the nearest town.
Righto, mate. It's all brand new, as I said. I've had a huge amount of trouble with bearings, mate. A huge amount.
The initial inspection doesn't look good.
That's failed. Something's failed under there.
Yep, she's fucked. We've got to get in there and see what the damage is. I've already rung the biggest customer, MRN. They need the freight. So once again, the pressure's down the end of that telephone. How long will it hold you up, Steve? As soon as there's an issue on the road, it goes back to how long will this keep you? The good news is I'm not seeing a lot of shiny metal in there. That's the good news. It could be a nightmare of a nightmare and huge money, but at this point in time, fingers crossed, I'm just looking down the barrel of either a loose or a replacement bearing.
Replacing a seal should be a simple fix.
But we can't fix it without parts, so now we're looking for parts. Fingers crossed he's got one.
So the seal's a bit tight.
He's out of luck.
Civi hasn't got a seal on him that fits this truck.
Steve could be stuck for a day, waiting for a new part.
He's going to go for a drive around town to see some of his mates and just see if we can jag one in town here this afternoon. If we can, it gets me rolling in the next couple of hours or so. The weather's picking up. That rain that we thought was around is definitely around. I just hope this is not happening out in the desert. Bad news is I've got customers complaining in Alice Springs already. I've rung them earlier and said I'm a day late. It's as simple as that. That you'll crawl over broken glass to get the job done. Everything depends on you.
We're good to go.
Finally, he can get rolling.
No worries at all, mate.
Much appreciated, Copper. I'm glad you're here.
Safe trip, mate.
After a short night's rest, Steve's looking to make up time. As he heads into the desert, his worries about rain are evaporating.
I think it's about 40 degrees out there.
Replaced with concerns about the heat.
My gearbox is running up at over 100 degrees Celsius, so I've just dropped it back a bit to 85, 90.
Ahead, the tarmac will give way to the dust and grinding dirt of the Great Central Road. One last chance to fill up before the long haul.
So I'm getting every last drop in to get me across the desert.
$2,000 worth of diesel should do the trick.
I've got about 1,800 kilometres to go to Alice Springs, 1,200 kilometres of hard dirt. It'd be nice to be sitting around a campfire tonight with a cold beer and a decent feed and not have to enjoy my evening with a mechanic fixing something on my truck. Well, here we are. That's another one in, thank goodness for that.
After getting it here in one piece, the pressure's on to unload quickly.
That's why the pressure's on. They've been out of work in this, they've run out of jobs. So that'll keep some of the men going in the morning unloading by hand the stuff out of that container.
1,500 hard kilometres stand between Steve and Darwin. And overhead, an old enemy, the weather.
The severe thunderstorm advice for up here, areas up here, at damaging winds. This truck was written off a few years ago nearly by a thunderstorm. The hail was like shaven 20-cent pieces. It was coming in, smashed every bit of glass down the left-hand side, blew half my load off on the road. So I get, I pay attention when it says with damaging winds, I get ready. That's it, we're into it now. There's one thing about this business, it's a business of extremes, and that wind is awfully strong. You copy there, southbound? Yeah, mate, I've only just got into it, so go far up there behind you.
Oh, man, yeah, pretty good trip.
Okay, mate, no worries. So we'll make the best of it. Well, it looks like it's round 2 coming up. I just had a little bit of spell from the weather just said. It was a nice, easy bit, but looks like some serious stuff coming up again.
In the heart of the country, Steve Graham's fighting wave after wave of monsoonal downpours.
It's all around. It's nice and messy. Out there on the Barclay, that's that storm. I think we've got to the west and the north of it. It gave us round 2, but we got through it all right.
It's been 8 days and 4,000 k's, but he's now closing in on his destination.
Only a bit over an hour out of Darwin.
After 4 months off the road, it's another job well done for this Outback legend.
It's been one of those trips that once I got out in the desert and settled down, it was good. The jump up that can catch me didn't catch me. The corrugations that could bash me didn't bash me too badly.
Steve's home again on the highway. After 3 decades married to the road and each other, they know how tough trucking life can be.
When you got your own business, it's hard. And Greg's always at work, he's never home.
The driving duo run their own family transport firm with a fleet of 10 trucks. To keep their business in the black, Sonia and Greg have a packed schedule.
Yeah, preparing for a trip to Sedona and back for a friend of mine.
The last-minute job's on an ultra-tight deadline. Their rig is booked on another run in just 3 days' time. If it's not back by then, Greg and Sonia could lose out on business worth thousands of dollars.
Are we ready, hon?
Off we go. Come on.
It's late into Friday evening by the time they hit the road. First, they need to pick up a second trailer of freight to complete their double road train.
Just a bit busy today. He's just going to hook her up.
On a time-critical run, it's vital Greg and Sonia get moving quickly. But something's wrong.
Hey!
The trailer won't hook up.
Should go in there.
A locking catch on the trailer's turntable won't close.
Oh, what's wrong with it?
With no time to spare and almost 4,000 kilometres ahead, it's a hitch that could stitch up the whole trip.
I'll try again.
The jaws should snap together and hold it, and it's not doing that.
Every minute lost here puts a crucial freight swap over in jeopardy.
Every little time you have a hiccup, it takes a bit of time off the driving.
Greg's been at it for an hour, but the locking catch still won't shut. If he can't fix it, the whole job will be at risk. The simple problem is becoming a crisis.
It's right now.
Finally, the trailer's secure.
Got a bit crooked in the guts of the turntable, that's all. It's all good.
At last, Greg and Sonia can get underway. As a two-up team, they can drive through the night. Next morning, they're battling to make up lost time, but nature's dealing them a new blow.
Oh, the headwind. Yeah.
The truck's ploughing straight into a roaring easterly wind. The drag on their freight, 48 tonnes of metal frames, is forcing their engine to work overtime, draining their bank balance.
Like headwind means a lot in fuel usage.
The fuel bill on this trip should be around $2,200, but in these conditions, it could double.
4,000 kilometres is a lot of money.
But Greg and Sonia can't afford to back off, miss this deadline, and they risk losing out on thousands more dollars in other jobs. An exhausted Greg has turned in for the day, and Sonia has taken over for the night shift.
He likes the daytime, I like the nighttime.
This two-up team have been sharing the load since they met 30 years ago.
I think we were 19. He's had his dad's farm truck, so he was carting a bit of grain, and I was a good old roadhouse girl. Been together ever since, had beautiful, beautiful family, and he's the funniest bastard I've ever met in my life. Had some funny times and some wild times. Now we're just old and tired.
Suddenly, Sonia's on full alert.
Blowing a bit of smoke. One of the guys coming the other way said she was chuffing a bit.
Smoke's billowing out beneath the truck. A warning sign there could be serious trouble with the engine.
Just a bit of a worry when you're so far out of town.
They're deep into the Nullarbor, one of the most barren places in Australia. It's a dangerous place to break down.
We don't want anything to happen, so we're just going to sit on 90 and see how the old girl goes.
At long last,
Kununurra, 5K.
Well, we made it, though.
they've arrived at their halfway point, where they'll swap trailers with another truck. But something's missing. The other truck.
Yeah, the truck coming the other way has been delayed. I don't know what's happened, but...
On this job, a delay gives Greg and Sonia a major headache.
Tuesday back in Perth is our biggest day, so We really need this truck back in Perth.
Lost time could cost the family business money and reputation. They're desperate to get moving,
I tried to text him, but he didn't answer.
but all they can do is wait
So we've still got 2,000 k's.
and take on some much needed fuel.
We will have to hurry up.
Dusk,
Waiting.
and there's still no sign of the other truck.
Waiting. Now what?
4 hours have gone by.
Yeah.
Lose any more time and there'll be no way they can make it home for the next job. Finally,
Hey mate, how you going? How'd you go?
the other drivers made it. Now it's all hands to the pumps to swap trailers and hit the road. They've lost 5 hours. Under even more pressure, Greg and Sonia need to claw them back. By morning, they're pushing hard, but their engine worries are getting worse.
We can only get about 85 kilometres an hour.
It's barely a year old, but the engine's struggling and blowing out even more smoke. Despite their deadline, Greg must stop to check what's wrong.
There's oil dripping out of its boot now.
Ahead is 1,100 kilometres of arid Nullarbor plain. It's no place to take an ailing truck.
Shouldn't be blowing anything out the bottom. It's going to cost me another 30 grand or 25 grand to put another engine in it.
With their business on the line, all Greg and Sonia can do is push on.
Are we going to make it home?
I don't know. It's not good.
Soldier on, hun, soldier on.
Greg and Sonia's engine worries have been replaced by something even more pressing.
You want me to drive?
Greg's crook.
He's got food poisoning.
Pain in the go.
Poor darling. You have to unload in probably more places than you would want to unload in, don't you?
Yeah.
Deadline or no deadline, Greg needs to make an unscheduled drop-off. Sonia will have to step up and keep the truck going.
Having a rest for a minute, try and get a bit better. As long as the truck keeps going, I'll be right.
But suddenly,
I don't know what we ate, but it's gone right through the pair of us.
Sonia needs to go too.
So we're just going to have a luxurious little toilet break up here somewhere in a parking bay if we can find one.
But in the middle of the outback, parking bays and bathrooms are few and far between.
A bit of concentration going on here, I can tell you. Not many places we can park, though. Doesn't look good. It's going to be touch and go.
Something over here, you know, slow down.
Best we don't talk. No, I just got to concentrate. I hear something up here.
Put it in the hole.
There's a green sign up here.
Slow down, stop.
Yeah, up there, look.
Now, watch what you're doing though. You have to let my friend put it in there.
In?
Put it in there before I shit myself.
We're in.
Yeah, we'll put your foot on the brake. I can't get to that.
Now,
What a circus.
it's a frantic rush into the bush.
Find me phones, quick.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, they're just pissing oil out the bottom, mate. Out the breather. $30,000 down the tubes, eh? Not even 12 months
Not
old.
even 12 months old.
In the last 6 hours, the year-old engine's burned through 10 litres of oil.
I don't know what to do. Just gonna have to keep checking the oil, mate. Putting oil in it all the way home. I hope it'll make it, eh?
To get home, they'll need every last kilometre the dying motor can give.
You have to check the oil up here somewhere. Make sure it's not blowing all the oil out.
Or they'll end their journey marooned in the middle of nowhere. It's been a painful trip for Wise Haulage, in more ways than one. Faced with a huge repair bill, Greg and Sonia are counting the cost of the arduous run.
Like it's gone from like a bit of a profit to, 20 grand off now. So.
You just get a kick in the guts and you think, what the hell would you even want to be doing this for? But it is a passion.
It's a nail-biting ride to the finish. But at last, civilization is in sight.
Nearly made it. Yeah, it's blowing up.
This trucking team are home.
Done.
Thank God for that.
We made it.
Yeah,
For husband and wife team Nick and Joe Atkins, it's the challenge that draws them.
It's one of the few dirt roads that you can still run on, and we'd rather be up here than anywhere else.
From Kununurra, they'll deliver 3 trailers of vital supplies to stations along the way to Kalumburu, before the final delivery at Honeymoon Bay Fishing Camp. It adds up to 550 brutal kilometres through a wilderness 3 times the size of England. Truck deliveries out here are crucial for life.
General freight, fuel, avgas, mostly jet and diesel, and just stores for the shop up there.
30 tonnes of essential provisions, including 22 drums of volatile fuel.
Stuff that doesn't really travel that well on a road like Kalumburu Road. Let's make a move.
First, 75 kilometres of smooth bitumen. But then, the dirt begins. The gib is in bad shape.
And this is one of the rough spots through here. It's always rough. As rough as anything.
After 8 hours of this, Nick and Joe have taken a hammering.
Makes you pretty weary at the end of the day, hitting on corrugations all day.
The track's also taking its toll on their truck.
We've just got low coolant level coming up. We must be getting low on water.
Outside, it's over 40 degrees.
Just a couple of bottles, hey, and I'll fill them up.
And Nick and Joe's engine has a sudden first. A mystery water leak has drained 3 litres from the radiator. Nick's worried the problem could get worse.
Well, it seems to be blowing all back over the motor, so it's leaking up the front there somewhere.
The leaking radiator's getting worse. But Nick thinks he's found a fix.
Basically liquid steel, really.
Just physically just go over the core of the radiator and then hopefully block the hole.
I can't really see the hole properly. But...
Well, we'll see how that goes.
And right on cue,
We've still got a problem with this low water light keeps coming on.
this time it takes a whopping 15 litres to fill her up. But now it's not the radiator.
It's not bad going.
This leak is coming from somewhere else.
Fix one leak and then a water pump starts. I might just have to order a new pump from Theta and get it flown in Kalumburu.
Next morning, and Nick's hatched a plan to prolong the life of his dying water pump.
It can't be any worse than it already is.
Loaded full of grease.
Stop a bit of that water from running out of that water pump, at least till we get to Theta.
Theta, the next station, is now only 40 kilometres away. But the way his truck's performing, it might as well be 400.
But it is a pretty poor excuse for a road, really. So I'll just pull up just here where it's a bit wider.
Another mechanical failure could be the final blow. They still haven't got to the bottom of the distressing sound under the bonnet.
Something that's not right, so I'll climb on and have a look.
But right now, it's a puzzle Nick doesn't have time to solve. This freight for the general store needs to be offloaded. All that's left now is to deliver 10 drums of fuel to a remote fishing camp, just 30 kilometres north.
Come on, old girl.
Married couple Nick and Joe Atkins have been stopped dead in their sandy tracks. And now they're stuck, right on the doorstep to their destination.
Make a bit of a track for myself. If I turn the steering too much, it'll just bog itself even more. If I can get up on that little bit of a hard spot there, I'll be right.
The truck and trailer weighs over 30 tonnes. Getting through this will take all of Nick's 30 years' experience.
Come on, baby. You might have got it.
It's time to offload the last of their freight. Vital fuel for this remote camping ground. A noise from under the bonnet has got Nick worried.
That's the problem.
Crucial bolts holding the engine in place have broken. If they can't fix this, the whole engine could shake loose. Time to start the long road home.
Rightio. We're ready to go.
The last thing they wanted to hear. Even topped up, the engine temperature isn't dropping. 250 kilometres from the nearest mechanic at the hottest and driest time of the year. Trucking bliss has turned into trucking hell.
Dirty mongrel thing.
For the dry road ahead, they'll need all the water they can carry.
Can only hope for the best. Come on, old girl, give us a good day.
If it all goes well, just a day's drive now stands between Nick and Joe and home.
Now the engine cooling temp. Right, come on.
They've only driven 3 kilometres.
Might be pulling up here. Might be doing that water pump, might have no bloody choice. I think you're just losing too much water out of that water pump, I think.
This truck is refusing to go any further.
Oh, she's just shut down.
Next day, in the town of Kununurra, Nick and Joe have expensive repair bills weighing on their minds. But a friend has come to their aid to retrieve their load.
Good stroke of luck, mate's got this truck here, so I'll just grab that. I'll just poke it along, treat it like my own and see how we go. As long as the water problem don't occur. Good. That's got it.
With all 3 trailers, the borrowed tip truck will be over length. Nick and Joe need to squeeze their freight onto 2.
And that way, that's all our freight back to town. Just come forward a bit.
And lay them along the fall, that way. Oh, sorry.
This nightmare trip is starting to take its toll.
Joanna!
What?
It only has to go where the forks are sitting. That's it. Just
Yeah.
put them straight along the forks. Don't stick them out like that.
But I did before and you said not to.
Come up there and wriggle the back of that car. From side to side.
Nick and and Joe are now 36 hours overdue. And they're staring down the barrel of yet another day disappearing.
Pass the trailer!
Reloading onto their mate's truck should have taken an hour. They've been at it for 4 and counting.
Yeah, plenty of room at the back.
What about the front?
I'll just have a look, wait. Yeah, keep going, keep going.
After 7 years in the business, this trip is proving to be one of the toughest.
I reckon it was our second worst trip in 7 years, but I think possibly it's heading up towards first place.
Tempers are just getting short. Well, my temper is, I know that.
Oh my God.
Come here. I'm sorry.
At last, this load is ready for the final push.
Rightio, ready to make a move.
Their loader and broken truck will have to wait. The priority now is the freight. With 20 extra tons of weight on board, Nick's hoping for a less rough ride out of here.
I hope it's a little bit smoother than last night, I hope.
But the Gibb River Road isn't done with them yet.
Oh, kicks like a mule. Just bucks at the back over these corrugations. End up with a concertina embankment back. Been a bit of a nightmare, this one.
The Gibb River Road is still torturing Nick and Joe.
Won't be getting none of this unloaded today.
100 kilometres of bone-jarring track has taken 5 long hours.
30k on the dirt and then we're on the bitumen.
But finally, they're approaching civilization and relief from the road.
Just over there.
Yeah, be very happy when we get there.
In all their years of trucking together, this journey has been the worst.
Oh, yeah. This one didn't go to plan, this one, but we've done our job, so, you know, I'm happy with that. The customers should be happy, I'm happy, and now I just got to sort out my truck. And now I'll get out and kiss the ground. Nice to be home.
It is nice to be home.
It's nice to be here, that's for sure.
Russell's recycling rig is a 50-metre, 3-trailer road train packed with 50 tonnes of gear. But there's one piece of equipment Russell can't do without: his old trusted loader.
It's just so important on these jobs. It's put in 8 good years of hard service, so...
To pull all of this gear, Russell will be relying on another old faithful, his 30-year-old truck.
It's got a peculiar starting system. It works off air. Nah, it's out of air pressure.
Many of the truck's systems run on air. To start it, Russell will pump air from his other truck. But a vital hose fitting is missing.
Yeah, it always lives either there or there, but unfortunately somebody has not put it back.
Russell needs to get on the road. The mercury is now approaching 40 degrees, and Russell's patience is pushing into the red.
It's just airline fitting that lives on that truck and has done for 6 or 8 years.
With a whole community depending on him to tidy their town, Russell's recycling mission has stalled.
And that there makes the thing that I need. Rightio, that's just getting air from this truck here that's running and putting it across over into this tank.
Now, the moment of truth.
All good. Build up its own air pressure now.
With the engine purring, Russell can connect his 3 trailers of equipment and get on the road. This is hostile desert country, and it's the middle of summer.
There's a good chance something can go wrong in this heat.
Out here is one of the hottest parts of Australia.
It's expected to hit 44 degrees today.
And for Russell and his 30-year-old truck, things are heating up.
See my exhaust pyrometer measures the temperature. It's just in between 500 and 600 degrees Celsius. Wouldn't like to be under the bonnet at the moment. It's awful hot in there.
Suddenly,
I think I've just popped an airline.
a hissing noise is coming from under the bonnet.
Losing air pressure. So much of this truck runs on air, like the windscreen wipers, the gear changes, as well as the main braking system.
A serious air leak will cripple the entire truck, putting his whole recycling job on the line. Under the scalding hot truck, Russell's tracked down the cause of the problem.
The exhaust and the turbo are glowing red hot, and it's just melted through this little airline.
He's trying to block the leak using a trucker's favourite quick fix: duct tape.
What I've done is just pull the airline out of here and then crimped it over, sort of like that, and then wrap some tape around it, like that. And that's what I've done underneath there.
Mr. Fix-It's done it again. Air pressure can now build up and Russell can get going. It's a rough, hot, dusty trip. But finally, Russell and his long-suffering truck roll slowly through Titchikala and into a red dirt graveyard.
There's 300 cars here, all in need of crushing.
To Russell, these dead cars are worth about $60,000. Russell's crew are already here removing valuable car parts before the cars are crushed. Time to unload and start helping the boys by flipping cars with his trusty old loader.
The reason I'm tipping all these cars over is because we're chasing the catalytic converters that are underneath them.
Every dollar counts. These prized catalytic converters are worth around $50 each.
We sort of like don't leave anything behind that's worth anything.
Russell's barely started when suddenly his loader's got a problem.
Had trouble getting from forward to reverse because it was very sticky to change gears.
A pin connecting the gear stick to the gearbox has broken off. Until Russell can fix it, the loader's crippled. It's a nightmare job, but without his loader, this $60,000 cleanup job is over.
That wasn't a lot of fun, hanging upside down trying to get this little split pin into the end of a rod.
At last, Russell can get on with his salvage operation. this specially designed crusher is hungry for cars. Recycling scrap and earning a buck doing it never felt better. With his trailer 2/3 full, Russell needs one last push from his old faithful loader. But then the loader's in serious trouble.
It's pretty horrific. It's never ever made a rattling sound before. Just give it a rest for a bit.
Russell's worst fears are confirmed.
Was working like a trooper, but it's done a piston.
A broken piston is a near-death sentence for the loader.
It's ironic. This was going to be its last job. We'd planned to buy another loader. And it's only now that I really realise how important this piece of equipment is to this job.
Russell has no choice. Without a working loader, he'll have to pack up and head home, leaving behind $50,000 worth of scrap metal. For now, this clean-up mission remains unfinished, and Tichikala's hopes of winning Tidy Town of the Year for the 3rd time running have taken a blow.
Probably just head on home with their tail between our legs.
Russell needs his old friend to do one final job for him. Find the strength to crawl onto the trailer. On this recycling rescue mission, the casualties have been mounting up. Russell's had to endure missing gear, mechanical failures in red-hot heat, and now the loss of his old workhorse. But there is a silver lining.
Yeah, we've at least got 2/3 of a trailer load there. Hopefully we'll be able to cash it in and might be a deposit on another loader.